So hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain a concept called as what interface. Okay, so before going to this concept of interface, first we have to understand why we need what interface. So if you want answer for why we need what interface, first we have to understand types of what inheritance. In most of the object-oriented programming languages, so we have four types of inheritance. The first one is what single inheritance. The meaning of single inheritance is for a derived class will going to have a single parent class. Okay, now this is what child class. For that there is a single parent class. Such a type of inheritance is called as what single inheritance. Here I have written a Java example. So there's a class B and there's a class A. Now class B is inheriting from what? Class A. Therefore class A is called as what? Parent class, and class B is called as what? Child class. Such a type of inheritance is called as what? Single inheritance. Okay, yeah. So second type of inheritance is multi-level inheritance. So if there is a when a derived class is derived from a base class, okay, which itself is a derived class, then that type of inheritance is called as what? Multi-level inheritance. See here, B is a parent class for what? C, but if you consider about this two, B is a derived class for what? Derived class, whereas A is what? Parent class. Such a type of inheritance is called as what? Multi-level inheritance. Okay, so here I have written on Java example. There's a class A, class B, and class C. So class is a derived class for what? B, and B is a parent class. But if you consider about these two, B is a derived class, whereas A is a parent class. Such a type of inheritance is called as what? Multi-level inheritance. Okay, so there's one more type of inheritance supported in most of the object-oriented programming languages. That is what? Multiple inheritance. Okay, so if a derived class is deriving from more than one base class, we'll call such a type of inheritance is called as what? Multiple inheritance. See, for a derived one, base 1 as well as base 2 both are what? Parent classes. Such a type of inheritance is called as what? Multiple inheritance. Okay, yeah. The last type of inheritance is hybrid inheritance. So this hybrid inheritance is a combination of multi-level as well as what? Multiple. Okay, so if you consider what ABC, just ABC, this one is what? Multi-level. If you consider DBC, so this one is what? Multiple. Okay, so the combination of both will call that one as what? Hybrid inheritance. So if you observe, for both multiple as well as hybrid, for both hybrid as well as what? Multiple, I have not written what any Java example. Why? Because Java will not support any multiple inheritance. Since there is no multiple inheritance, there is no hybrid inheritance in Java. Okay, so Java will not support what? Multiple inheritance. So to overcome this particular drawback, what is the drawback? Java will not support multiple inheritance. They come with one more concept, and that concept is called as what? Interface. Okay, to overcome the problem of multiple inheritance that is not supported in what Java, they come with one more concept, and that concept is called as what? Interface. Now we will see the definition of what interface. So interface is an abstract type. What's the meaning of abstract type? You will find only definition. You will find only declaration but not definition. Abstract type. You will find only declaration, not definition. That one is called as what? Abstract type. And where should we should implement? Where should we write what definition for those function without any definition? Within a class we have to implement that one. Okay. So interface is an abstract type that is used to specify behavior that class must implement. So we will going to have only declaration, and classes must write what definition for those functions. Okay. That one will call as what? Interface. So interface is an abstract type that is used to specify behavior that classes must implement. And what's the syntax? So just like what class, here we will go with the keyword interface space interface name. Okay, then you're going to have any number of methods, but all the methods are what? Abstract type. It means we will not find any definition, and those definition we have supposed to write within a class. Okay, and so we're going to have what? A variable, and that variable by default is static and final. Okay, and this is syntax of your interface. Now I'll see what on simple example. So here I consider what on simple example. Okay, so interface, it's a keyword space. In interface name I have taken as what? A. This is the body of what? Interface, within which there is only one method that just declared. So definition I am supposed to write within a class. Okay, just copy this example. So if you observe, this is almost similar to what? Class. There are some differences. Next we will see the difference between interface and what? Class. So now we will see the difference between interface and what? Class. Okay, So interface will start with the keyword interface, class will start with the keyword class. Okay, now what are the differences? Main differences: object cannot be created for what? Interface. Since the methods without any definition, even if you create create an object, that's of no use. So interface will not support creation of what object, but for a class we can create what object. Okay, since there is no object, there is no concept called as what constructor in interface. Okay, constructors are not supported in what interface, but we can create constructor in class. So all the methods are only abstract, means without any definition. So within interface, whatever the methods that are present, all are what? Without any definition. But in a class, we can have what methods with the definition and without any definition. That is what abstract. Okay. So instance variable. So what is the meaning of instance variable? Data number cannot be created. Okay. Only variables are supported, and it is both static and final. Okay. So instance data numbers cannot be if I write some if instance variable cannot be created for interface. Suppose I can create a only variable, but that variable is also static and what? Final. Okay. So if you come to what class, I can create both variable as well as what? Instance variable. What's the means of instance variable? Data member. Okay. So last difference is interface will support multiple inheritance. I think you know what is multiple inheritance, and the class within a Java will not support multiple inheritance. So C++ will going to support multiple inheritance, whereas Java will not support multiple inheritance. Okay. So these are the differences. Just copy this difference what as it is. We'll see what remaining concept in the next video. Okay, thank you.